respected elders, honorable ulama, esteemed guests, beloved mothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. MashaAllah, much better. My name is Naeem Abdullah, and inshallah I will be the program director for this evening's proceedings. As you're well aware, you can see in front of you there are some items that are going to be auctioned, and as a result, supper may be a little bit late. Inshallah, we beg for your forgiveness and your understanding in that regard. But I'm told that the supper that has been prepared will more than make up for the slight delay, inshallah. As is customary, we'd like to invoke the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and for that reason, I'd like to humbly request Hafiz Zaid Qadir to please come forward to render a few short verses from the Holy Quran. Hafiz Zaid Qadir.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألف لام ميم را. تلك آيات الكتاب والذي أنزل إليك من ربك الحق ولكن أكثر الناس لا يؤمنون. الله الذي رفع السماوات بغير عمد ترونها ثم استوى على العرش وسخر الشمس والقمر كل يجري لأجل مسمى يدبر الأمر يفصل الآيات لعلكم بلقاء ربكم توقنون. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألف لام ميم را. تلك آيات الكتاب والذي أنزل إليك من ربك الحق ولكن أكثر الناس لا يؤمنون. الله الذي رفع السماوات بغير عمد ترونها ثم استوى على العرش وسخر الشمس والقمر كل يجري لأجل مسمى لعلكم بلقاء ربكم توقنون وهو الذي مد الأرض وجعل فيها رواسي وأنهارا ومن كل الثمرات جعل فيها زوجين اثنين ومن كل الثمرات جعل فيها زوجين اثنين يغشي الليل النهار إن في ذلك لآية إن في ذلك لآيات لقوم يتفكرون صدق الله العظيم.
MashaAllah, Subhanallah, we say Jazakallah khair to Hafiz Zahid Qadir for the beautiful recitation. May the Almighty continue to shower His choicest blessings upon you and bless you with the best of health, wealth and barakah. Ameen, thumma ameen. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, it gives me great pleasure to introduce you to a person that has been at the forefront of this project ever since I can remember. Every committee needs this kind of a person. This silent, dedicated, selfless individual is none other than Brother Shehryar Ahmad Khan, who will formally welcome you to this, our 26th annual fundraising dinner. Brother Shehryar Ahmad Khan.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وأصحابه وبارك وسلم. All praise be to Allah, the cherisher, the sustainer, the nourisher of all creation. Peace, blessings and salutations in abundance upon the pride of mankind, the jewel of all creation, our beloved Master Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Peace and blessings upon his pure family and noble companions. My dear respected ulama, hufaz, elders, mothers, fathers, brothers, sisters and respected children. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. On behalf of the Uwais Karni Islamic Center and the Nurul Islam Madrasa of Robertsham, I welcome you one and all here tonight for this momentous fundraising banquet. The Holy Quran is the code of conduct by which we live our lives, and our beloved Master sallallahu alaihi wasallam is the embodiment of the Holy Quran. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has 99 unique qualities. But in the Holy Quran, the quality that is used when Allah speaks about teaching the Quran is Ar-Rahman, the merciful. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Ar-Rahman allama al-Quran. The merciful one taught the Quran. Thus, the criteria that Allah has set out serving in His path is mercy and compassion. So whether it be teaching, learning, or simply just practicing the Quran, it is incumbent that all be done with love, mercy, and compassion. So I pray that we all here in good health, both spiritually and physically, and that Almighty Allah, through the wasila of His most beloved Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, open up all of our hearts tonight and fill up with the divine qualities of love and compassion, mercy and generosity. So ladies and gentlemen, not to occupy much more of your time, I would like you to sit back, relax, enjoy and donate generously in the path of Allah. Without further ado, I'd like to hand over tonight the evening to the MCs, Brother Naeem Abdullah and Muhammad Desai, that will take us through the rest of the evening. Jazakallah.
Jazakallah, Brother Shariar Ahmad, for those kind and encouraging words. Ladies and gentlemen, as you look around you, you'll see that every table has a flower pot. This is a signature to the Uwais Qarni Islamic Center. Inshallah, this is one of the ways in which we welcome spring. 1st of September is generally Spring Day. That flower pot you can take home with you for a minimum of 100 Rand. Your waitresses and as well as the volunteers will tell you more about it. So inshallah, it's a lovely, lovely gift and a memento of this auspicious occasion. So please feel free to speak to any of our committee members and volunteers if you'd like to take those plants home. Also, don't forget, for those people that have been with us for the past couple of years, remember we started something previously where we said we'd like to smile at our neighbors. And remember, make sure she's not married. But please do remember to smile and to make people to smile, inshallah, is sunnah. And it's great reward and it's great act of charity. So inshallah, please feel free to mingle and make sure that you meet the people that's sitting at your table, if they are strangers. If not, go to the table next to you and please build the muhabba and the respect, inshallah. Again, just make sure they're not married. All of us here are present with the intention of emulating our beloved sallallahu alaihi wasallam's greatest sunnah, the art of giving charity, inshallah. The very reason for our creation is as a result of his charity. And as I said last year, a well-known poet has written, खुदा ने हमको बनाया नबी की उम्मत में ये कायनात बनी है मेरे नबी के लिए. The entire universe has been created for one being and one being only. That is our beloved sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And it is only through his generosity, his sadaqah and his charity that we are here today. Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Thumma Alhamdulillah. We are truly blessed to be from amongst the most blessed of all creation. And what better way to show our gratitude than by giving charity in his name. Inshallah, you will also see that on your tables there are pledge forms. Please, no amount is too small. No amount is too small. Last year, we had a buy a brick campaign. And through your generosity, alhamdulillah, the main structure has been put up. And as you'll see on the slides, you'll be witness that, shukr alhamdulillah, our structure is up. We make dua that for every brick that you purchased, Allah Ta'ala will reward you for one palace for every brick, inshallah, in Jannah, ameen, thumma ameen. But the work has only just begun. So please, we are, I'm told by our committee members, short of a staggering amount of money, 9 million Rand. That is the estimated amount that we are needing, inshallah, for the completion of this venture. Inshallah, we ask you to dig deep. So on your tables, once again, the pledge forms, please, no amount is too small. Please put your envelopes and hand them over to our volunteers. You'll see them walking around. Once you've placed that, and please feel free to continue throughout this evening. We make dua that the donation made in memory and the love of our beloved Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam, and for the pleasure of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, is a means of our entry into Jannah, inshallah. Speaking of paradise, it gives me great pleasure to call upon Qari Yusuf Sheikh and Maulana Hassan Khotatsu to please come up and render few short verses of Naat in praise of Nabi sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Also, we are told that whatever Nazrana and gift that you will present as a means of appreciating this poetry will also go towards our fundraising efforts. So I'd like to humbly ask Qari Yusuf Sheikh, inshallah, to please take the stage, as well as Hazrat Allama Maulana Hassan Khotatsu Sahab, please.
السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ. محبت کے ساتھ پڑھیے گا صلی اللہ علیہ یا رسول اللہ وسلم علیک یا حبیب اللہ صلی اللہ علیہ یا رسول اللہ وسلم علیک یا حبیب اللہ. جس انجمن میں ذکر رسالت معاب ہے، جس انجمن میں ذکر رسالت معاب ہے، اس انجمن میں سانس بھی لینا ثواب ہے. ختم الرسل ہے، حاصل الکتاب ہے، اور اس پر سلام جس کا پسینہ غلاب ہے. تیری معراج کے تم لوح قلم تک پہنچا، اور میری معراج کے میں تیرے قدم تک پہنچا. کہ نعت سرکار کی پڑھتا ہوں میں، نعت سرکار کی پڑھتا ہوں میں، بس اسی بات سے گر میں میری رحمت ہوگی. ایک تیرا نام وسیلہ ہے میرا یا رسول اللہ، ایک تیرا نام وسیلہ ہے میرا. رنج و غم میں بھی اسی نام سے راحت ہوگی. یہ سنا ہے کہ بہت رات اندھیری ہوگی. یہ سنا ہے کہ بہت رات اندھیری ہوگی. قبر کا خوف نہ رکھنا اے دل، قبر کا خوف نہ رکھنا اے دل، کہ وہاں سرکار دو عالم کی زیارت ہوگی. قبر کا خوف نہ رکھنا اے دل، کہ وہاں سرکار دو عالم کی زیارت ہوگی. ان کو مختار بنایا ہے میرے اللہ نے، ان کو مختار بنایا ہے میرے اللہ نے، ارے خلد میں بس وہی جا سکتا ہے، خلد میں بس وہی جا سکتا ہے جس کو حسنین کے نانا کی اجازت ہوگی، خلد میں بس وہی جا سکتا ہے جس کو حسنین کے نانا کی اجازت ہوگی، ایک تیرا نام وسیلہ ہے میرا، رنج و غم میں بھی اسی نام سے راحت ہوگی، اور حشر کا دن بھی عجب دیکھنے والا ہوگا، حشر کا دن بھی عجب دیکھنے والا ہوگا، زلف لہرا کہ وہ جب آئیں گے یا رسول اللہ، زلف لہرا کہ وہ جب آئیں گے، پھر قیامت میں بھی ایک اور قیامت ہوگی، میرے آقا زلف لہرا کہ وہ جب آئیں گے، پھر قیامت میں بھی ایک اور کرامت ہوگی، نعت سرکار کی پڑھتا ہوں میں، بس اسی بات سے گر میں میری رحمت ہوگی۔
MashaAllah, Subhanallah, Qari Yusuf Sheikh for the melodious rendition. Inshallah, we'll now hear from our Pesh Imam of the Masjid, Hazrat Allama Maulana Hassan Khotato Sahib. Please to render a few short verses again in praise of Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam.
السلام علیکم ورحمۃ اللہ وبرکاتہ۔ پڑھیے صلی اللہ علیہ یا رسول اللہ، وسلم علیک یا حبیب اللہ، آقا تو جو چاہے تو ابھی میل میرے دل کے دھنے، آقا تو جو چاہے تو ابھی میل میرے دل کے دھنے، کہ خدا دل نہیں کرتا آقا کبھی میلا تیرا، تو ایک میں کیا عصیان کی حقیقت کتنی، مجھ سے 100 لاکھ کو کافی ہے آقا اشارہ تیرا، صلی اللہ علیہ یا رسول اللہ، وسلم علیک یا حبیب اللہ۔ عشق کے رنگ میں رنگ جاؤ میرے یار، عشق کے رنگ میں رنگ جائے جب افکار تو کھلتے ہیں غلاموں پہ وہ اسرار کے رہتے ہیں وہ توصیف ثنائے شاہ ابرار میں ہر لحظہ کو ہر بار۔ عشق کے رنگ میں رنگ جائے جب افکار تو کھلتے ہیں غلاموں پہ وہ اسرار کے رہتے ہیں وہ توصیف ثنائے شاہ ابرار میں ہر لحظہ کو ہر بار۔ ورنہ وہ سید علی نسبی، ہاں وہی امی لقبی، ہاشمیو مطلبیو عربیو کرچی اور مدنی، اور کہاں ہم سے گنہگار۔ عشق کے رنگ میں رنگ جاؤ میرے یار۔ آرزو یہ ہے کہ ہو قلب معطر و مطہر و منور و مصفا و مجلہ در اعلی جو نظر آئے کہیں جلوے روئے شاہ ابرار۔ آرزو یہ ہے کہ ہو قلب معطر و مطہر و منور و مصفا و مجلہ در اعلی جو نظر آئے کہیں جلوے روئے شاہ ابرار۔ جن کے قدموں کے چمک جن کے قدموں کے چمک چاند ستاروں میں نظر آئے جدھر سے وہ گزر جائے وہی راہ چمک جائے دمک جائے مہک جائے بنے رونق گلزار۔ عشق کے رنگ میں رنگ جاؤ میرے یار۔ وَرَفَعْنَا لَكَ ذِكْرَكَ کی اس ایک آیہ میں تفسیر کی تفسیر میں تشریح میں توضیح میں تضمیم میں ہر عہد کی شامل ہے زبان۔ وَرَفَعْنَا لَكَ ذِكْرَكَ کی اس ایک آیہ کی تفسیر میں تشریح میں توضیح میں تضمیم میں ہر عہد کی شامل ہے زبان۔ لب حسان رواہا لب حسان رواہا وہ لب فاطمہ زہرا وہ علی عابد بیمار بسیری دہن عرفی و جامی لب سابی و رضا سب سرشار۔ عشق کے رنگ میں رنگ جاؤ میرے یار۔ Before the coming of the Holy Prophet of Islam, the different tribes there was a lot of racism and separation of different tribes, and they were not one another brothers. So the Prophet ﷺ brought all the nations and he made them brothers. Adib writes it very beautifully. He says, عشق کے رنگ میں رنگ جائے مہاجر ہو کے پختون و بلوچی ہو کے میمن ہو کے کھوکنی ہو کے افریقی کی سندھی کسی خطے کی قبیلے کی زباں اس سے نہیں کوئی سروکار۔ عشق کے رنگ میں رنگ جائے مہاجر ہو کے پختون و بلوچی ہو کے پنجابی کے کھوکنی ہو کے میمن ہو کے افریقی کسی خطے کی قبیلے کی زباں اس سے نہیں کوئی سروکار۔ کیوں؟ کیونکہ جامع عشق محمد جو پہن لیتا ہے ہر خوار کو وہ پھول بنا لیتا ہے دنیا کو جھکا لیتا ہے کرتا ہے زمانے کو محبت کا شکار۔ عشق کے رنگ میں رنگ جاؤ میرے یار۔ مقطع ए अदीब अब यूं ही अल्फाज के अंबार में हम डूबते रह जाए, मगर हक के सना कोई अदा फिर भी न कर पाए। ये जज्बात ज़बानो कलमो फिक्र ख्याल। ए अदीब अब यूं ही अल्फाज के अंबार में हम डूबते रह जाए, मगर हक के सना कोई अदा फिर भी न कर पाए। ये जज्बात ज़बानो कलमो फिक्र ख्याल। क्योंकि उनकी मिदहत तो मलाइक का वजीफा है, सहाबा का तरीका है, इबादत का सलीका है, ये खालिक का पसंदीदा है, कुरान का है इसमें शिआर। इश्क के रंग में रंग जाओ मेरे यार, बोलो ना इश्क के रंग में रंग जाओ मेरे यार।
MashaAllah, Subhanallah. And if you want to listen to that melodious voice more often, inshallah, please visit our masjid and definitely our Pesh Imam will enthrall you. Ladies and gentlemen, as I said before, our target for today, or going forward from today, inshallah, is 9 million rand. This may seem like a mammoth amount, a huge amount, but remember, many hands make light work. So inshallah, I'm reminding you again about our pledge forms that is on your tables. Also, let us get the publicity going. For those unlike me, you know, there's a BBT, born before technology. I'm in that category. So the young ones know about tweeting and all those type of things. I've been given a hashtag UQIC, UQIC Gala Dinner. Please feel free to, what do they say? Tweet. Yeah, please feel free to tweet, take out as many pictures as you like and upload them on that website, inshallah, and let the world know that we are trying our best to get this venture going, inshallah. Ladies and gentlemen, starters will be served in the next 15 or so minutes, inshallah. But before we go there, let us take an opportunity to grab our tickets for the entry into Jannah, and for that opportunity to obtain Sadqa Jariyah for generations to come. The seemingly ordinary items that you see in front of you are actually the most special items available. Your generosity will allow you to take home this memento so that you will always be reminded about what it is we stand for, inshallah. We make dua, inshallah, that you have a special place in Jannah and that the angels build a palace for each one of you here today. So to kick off our auction, inshallah, I'd like to ask a dashing young man by the name of Anis. Anis, please join me on stage. Fortunately for us, he's not on auction, but he's going to be helping us, inshallah. Anis, can I ask you to grab the frame in front? It is rather large. It is a carpet frame, inshallah, and if you cannot see from where you're sitting, please notice on the screens as well. The item is now open for auction, inshallah. As we can see, a carpet, and with all three of the most auspicious religious sites in Islamic history, the Kaaba Sharif, Medina Munawwara, the Gumbaz, as well as the Dome of the Rock as well, inshallah. So do we have an open bid? Can I get also the spotters to please lift up your flag so I can see you? Jazakallah. Ladies and gentlemen, let us ask you to please dig deep into your pockets. This is the first of many items. Can I get an opening bid? Any opening bid will do, inshallah. Anybody? Do I hear? Can I ask for 1,000 rand? And I know that's quite a very, very nominal amount. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get an indication? 1,000 rand, please. Anybody? 1,000? I've got 1,000 rand. Do I hear 1,200? Can I get 1,200? Anybody? 1,200? We cannot let the gentleman get away that cheap for 1,000 rand. 1,000 rand. Anybody? Any advances on 1,000 rand? Ladies and gentlemen, please remember that we are here to try and raise as much funds as we can possibly raise this evening. We would like to finish our center, the Uwais Qarni Islamic Center, and it's not going to be just a masjid. So I would like to ask you to please dig deep. We've still got just 1,000 rand. Can we settle on 1,000? Do I hear 1,100? Anybody at 1,100? I've got 11. Do I hear? I've give you 12, sir. 12 for you. Do I hear 13? 13. I've got 13. Can I get 14? 14? Anybody? Can I get 14? I've got 14. 15. 15. I've got 15, sir. Do I hear 16? 16 for you, sir. Ma'am, 14 for you. 14. Any advances on 14? 1,400 rand. I hear 1,500. 15. Do I hear 16? Anybody on 1,600? 15. Surely we're not going to let them go. I've got 2,000. MashaAllah, Jazakallah for that. 2,000. Can I hear maybe 2,200? Anybody 2,200? Going once, 2,200. I've got 2,200. MashaAllah, 2,200. Can I ask for 2,400? 2,400. 2,2 is what I've got. Can I get 2,400? Anybody 2,400? Going once at 2,200. Anybody? Further advances on 2,200. I've got 2,400. 2,600 is what I'm asking. 2,600. Anybody 2,600? 2,600 is what I've got. 2,600. Can I get an advance? 2,600. 2,800. Anybody on 2,800? 2,800. Ladies and gentlemen, for a steel going at 2,600 rand once. Any advances? Twice. Sold to the gentleman. Jazakallah khair. Please take the gentleman's details. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for that beautiful digging deep, inshallah. We now have a set of very beautiful vases. As you can see, beautifully decorated with the names of Allah and Muhammad. These vases, I know they will look beautiful in anybody's home, even though the colors are very bright, but they're also very, very beautiful. Any opening bid, any opening bid. Can I get, surely they're not less than 1,000 rand. Surely not less than 1,000 rand. Anybody on 1,000? I've got 1,000. Do I hear 2,000? 2,000 is what I've got. Can I get an advance on 2,000? 2,500? Anybody 2,500? 2,000? 2,200? I've got 2,000. Can I get 2,100? Anybody on 2,100? We are allowing him to get away that cheap. 2,000 rand once. I've got 2,500. Do I hear 2,600? Do I hear 2,700? 2,800? Hassan Bhai? I've got 2,500. Anybody? 2,500. Any advances on 2,500? 2,500 going once. Surely I can get 2,700, sir. 2,700 from you. 2,500. 2,500 is what I've got. 2,700. Anybody on 2,750? 2,600. Going once. 2,500, Uncle Riaz. 2,500 once. 2,500 twice. Ladies and gentlemen, we are all done at 2,500. Jazakallah, please take the gentleman's name. All sold at 2,500 rand. Jazakallah khair. My daughter tells me, beauty is pain. Beauty is pain. And here's a good way for the ladies to pamper, not pamper their husbands. A beautiful, professional, 3-in-1 waxing heater. You know more than me. Yeah, my daughter will tell me loads and loads, but it's a professional kit and it's also including all the necessary attachments and all the necessary waxes and balms and soothing creams and all of those type of things. A professional waxing machine. Remember, for your hubby, let him feel what it feels like. All right, can I get an opening? But it says there it's a professional, so I'm sure I can open up at 700. 700, do I hear 700? Do I hear 700? Remember now, this saves you a lot of time. You don't have to go to the salon anymore. Or should I say, you don't have to let your husband take you to the salon. You can just punish him at home. Guys, 500, anybody? 500, it is a specialist item, I do understand. 500, once, anybody? On 500? I've got 500, Jazakallah. Can I hear maybe 700? Anybody on 700? 700? I've got 700. I've got 700. Do I hear 800? 800, Uncle Hassan, for your client there? 800? 700, going once? 700? Are we any advances on 700? No more? 700 twice? Anybody else? 700 rand sold. MashaAllah, please take the gentleman's name down. I know him, but I won't tell you his name. Jazakallah bhai. Inshallah, we'll go through one more item, after which I'm sure that our starters of the kebab and pita, as well as the chicken corn soup, will definitely be ready. We now have a Melloway jug. I think it's on this side here. The Melloway jug. As you can see, it's also a built-in smoothie maker, makes milkshakes. It is a blender and a grinder all in one. And obviously you know that Melloway is a very trusted brand. So can I open the bidding? This time, husbands, you can pamper your wives. You can. Because you're going to buy something that's going to make her life a whole lot easier. Can I get an opening bid? Anybody? Can I ask for a small amount? 500 is what I have. Jazakallah, 500. Do I hear 7? 500 is what I have. Can I please get 700? Anybody? I've got 700. Do I hear 900? 900. Do I hear 800, sir? 800. I've got 700. 700. Do I hear any advances on 700? 700. It's also a smoothie maker, so you can keep your... I've got 800. I've got 800. Appa, can I get 9 from you? 9 is what I have. 7. Appa has given me 8. Can I ask 9 from you, sir? 900 from you. 800 going once. Any advances on 800? This is an absolute steal for 800 rand. Remember, it's not also about the price. I've got 800. Do I have a 900 there? Anybody, please? I've got 900. Do I hear 1,000 rand? Appa, 1,000 rand for you? Remember, again, I was saying, it's not about the price. It's about what you get, but not also the Melloway smoothie maker. It's about what you get after that. Sadqa Jariyah for generations to come. Ladies and gentlemen, we're all in for 900 rand. Any advances of 900? I've got 1,000. I've got 1,000. Do I hear 1,100? 1,100. Anybody on 1,100? Going once? Going once? Twice? Hussein bhai, can you give me an... Aha, I've got 1,100 there, far away. Yo, MashaAllah. The screens are working well, but it should not be featuring me, it should be featuring the item. Hussein bhai, how's our supper happening there? I'm a little bit... Yeah, okay. All right, we're all set at 1,100 rand. Am I right? At 1,100, have I got 12? 12 I've got. Do I hear 13? 13 is what I have. 13? 13 is what I have. 13 gentlemen in the maroon shirt. Do I hear 14? 14 up top. I've got 2 grand. 2,000 rand. Jazakallah. Do I hear 2-1, sir? 2-1 for you. 2-1 going once. 2,000. Twice. Anybody? Any further advances? 2,000 rand. Do I hear 2,000? Anybody? 2,100? All done. Sold to you, sir. Please take the gentleman's name. Audience, Jazakallah khair. Inshallah, we'll now have our starters. Please, ladies and gentlemen, have your ticket stubs ready. We are going to do 2 lucky draws. Maulana Sahab will do the first lucky draw while Lee makes her way up. Maulana, please dig deep, inshallah, and find a number for us. 1. Jazakallah. Lucky ticket number 0521. 0521. Lucky ticket holder 0521. Please come up now. 0521. Can I get an indication, please? 0521. MashaAllah, please come through. Bring your ticket with you. And then I'll ask Lee from 24/7. Thank you so much for all your sponsorships. Thank you. And the number is, Lee?
0431. Number 0431.
Can I have a ticket, sir? Thank you. Yes. I haven't got my glasses. 0521, mashallah. Your name, please, sir?
Akhtar.
Akhtar. Mubarak, congratulations to you, sir. Thank you, Akhtar. Thank you. And then, can I get ticket number 0431 and indication? Is the ticket? There he goes. Here comes the lucky young gentleman. Mashallah. Mashallah. 0431. What's your name, bhai?
Sulaiman.
Mashallah, Sulaiman. Congratulations to you. Ladies and gentlemen, as we settle down, allow me to introduce to you a young and dynamic personality who was the co-founder, or is the co-founder of BDS South Africa. He graduated from Wits University in 2009 with a Bachelor of Arts majoring in Law and International Relations. While on campus, he co-founded the Wits University Palestine Solidarity Committee, which he led for a further 4 years. In 2004, Mr. Desai lived for a short while in Jerusalem, working for a Palestinian Christian liberation theology movement called Sabil. In 2014, the Mail and Guardian listed him as one of the top 200 young South Africans. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me to welcome on stage Brother Muhammad Desai. A warm round of applause, please.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I'm not as dashing as the guy that was giving out the prizes, but I am single. Aunties, uncles. Uncles, I mean referring to your nieces and nephews. I mean nieces, sorry. That was a mistake. That joke is also a mistake. Jazakallah so much to the Wais Al-Qarni Center and to the organizers of today for allowing us this opportunity, or for allowing me the opportunity to introduce the two guests for tonight. But perhaps just before that, there is a story from the time of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam that really brings many people to tears, even though we may have heard it many a time. But it's a story of when there was a traveler who had been visiting Medina, wanting to meet with the Prophet, wanting more guidance, wanting more education, wanting more awareness. And this traveler had traveled for kilometers and kilometers. He was very far from home. This traveler, when he arrived, when he met the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, this generous Prophet of ours, the Prophet immediately went to his household to ask if there was any food and if accommodation could be made available. He was informed by his household that unfortunately there was no food, unfortunately there was no space for accommodation. So the Prophet then turned to his Sahaba, asking his Sahaba who from among them will be willing to host this traveler, to host this guest. And one Sahaba, one member from the Ansari tribe, turned and immediately picked up his hands, immediately volunteered to play host to this traveler. This Ansari tribe member stood up, embraced the traveler with a welcoming smile and escorted him to his home. When he got to his home, he announced to his wife that I've brought a guest of the Prophet to be with us this evening. His wife then whispered in a quiet voice to inform her husband that unfortunately the household only had food for their hungry children. Not even the wife or husband was going to have a meal that night. The husband then thought very quick and then whispered back in an equally quiet voice to his wife, suggesting that let's turn down the lamp, prepare the food, And when the children ask, where is dinner? Let's put them to bed. The wife, sharing that sense of generosity of spirit, sharing that same generosity as a husband and as the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the wife too quietly agreed to this, went to turn the lamp down, to prepare the food and tenderly put her children to sleep. When it was time for meals, she then went to readjust the lamp, but this time ensuring to extinguish the light completely. She then apologized profusely to her guest, to the traveler. The husband and wife and the traveler then sat down for the meal. They sat down for the meal, the traveler having traveled thousands of kilometers, hungrily ate up that supper, hungrily ate up that dinner, while the husband and wife sat there quietly, only pretending to eat, not even allowing even a morsel of food to pass into their mouths. This is the kind of generosity. This is the kind of generosity that was established in the time of the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and this is the kind of generosity that we see as young activists that belong to the Palestine Solidarity Movement, but who engage with your community and who engage with the Uwais Al-Qarni Center. This is the kind of generosity that we see here tonight, and this is the kind of generosity that really instills and empowers and gives us the necessary courage to take on the larger battles out there. Whether it's a battle against whether it's a battle for socio-economic justice, or whether it's in solidarity with our Palestinian brothers and sisters. So with that, tonight I'm going to be introducing two of the guests. The first guest is a member of parliament, somebody who's been involved in the civic movements, in the United Democratic Front pre-1994, and in various other community and humanitarian projects, both in KZN but also nationwide. He is the Honorable Sheikh Imam from the National Freedom Party. The other guest that we have tonight, I'm going to introduce both guests. The other guest that we have tonight is, of course, the national spokesperson of South Africa's governing party, a member of the National Executive Committee, the highest decision-making body of the ruling party of this country, somebody that has also been the National Executive Committee member of the ANC Youth League, and that is Pule Mabe, Comrade Pule Mabe from the African National Congress. I think we're going to be starting with the Honorable Sheikh Imam, and then we'll be going to Comrade Pule Mabe from the ANC. So if we can please welcome the Honorable Sheikh Imam, who's not single, by the way.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A very good evening to some of the other colleagues that are here. Allow me first of all to acknowledge and thank Brother Muhammad for introducing me. But very importantly, also allow me to acknowledge the role our brother Sharia and his community play in trying to uplift the communities in Johannesburg, but particularly in this area. My task, I think as you all are aware, that we politicians love to talk and talk and talk, but I've been given 15 minutes, so rest assured I'm not going to be talking much, and I know you are hungry. But two very, very important points that I want to talk about. What I see is a lot of brotherhood, sisterhood, lots of unity, people coming together, very happy together. And I like that, I admire that, I enjoy that. As a Muslim community particularly, we are very special in that our deen, the Quran, the Hadith teaches us values, integrity, unity, charity. The one challenge that I have is amongst us, and which is very, very important. Our brother Muhammad had just spoken about Palestine. In fact, I attended a function last night, and it was painful to hear of how this 12-year-old child that's imprisoned in a 1 meter by 1 meter cell. with the food thrown on the floor. But what happens? We have organizations like the Palestinian Solidarity Movements, BDS, many others, doing their best to highlight the plight of our brothers and sisters and children in Palestine. But the question that we must ask, where are we? Why is life going on as normal? Why are we continuing our lives, not even recognizing the challenges that our brothers and sisters and children are going through in these areas? On that, I want to plead to us, I want to plead to each and every one of you, that what we should be doing is we should be uniting under the banner of our deen, of our religion. We should be coming together. We should be coming together in our numbers when we are needed. You notice that there are marches taking place, marches throughout the country, but a handful of people participate in some of those marches. And the question that we need to ask is why? Why can we not all come together? Surely, if you lose a brother that was murdered or died in an accident or somebody violated the human right, we are all in uproar. We make a lot of noise. We blame the police. We blame the justice system. We do everything. But yet when this is happening there, we sit back and we're accepting it and life is going on as normal. My brothers and sisters, I want you to urge each and every one of you, let us come together. Let us come together as one united nation so that we can fight the struggle. Recently, I've read the article of even the Irish, the Christian, the Catholic communities have started boycotting the Israeli products. How many of us, when we take a product, we have a look at it and see, are we not supporting the Zionist? This country particularly, the media is controlled by the Zionist. The banking industry is controlled by the Zionist, like they control the entire world. And we are allowing it to happen. Now, as a National Freedom Party and representing them in Parliament, I have already submitted a motion, and I'm glad my colleague is here from the African National Congress, and I'm today going to put pressure on him. This is a resolution of their Congress, of their conference that they took place last year on the downgrading of the South African embassy in Israel as a very first step. What we have all agreed, and that is in no doubt, is that Israel is an apartheid state. What we haven't done is dealt with them yet, and we're hoping that this is going to be the first step. So Comrade Pula, I'm urging you, that motion is sitting at the table at the moment. We are awaiting your response from your whip to put it on the order paper so we can deliberate and resolve. Resolve to the extent that we could start taking some decisive action against the apartheid Zionist Israel for oppressing our people in Palestine. The second issue that I want to talk to you about, and I hope my comrade from the ANC is not going to misinterpret what I'm saying, but it's a fact, particularly in Africa. Liberation movements have a lifespan, particularly in ruling countries, ruling governments, and that is about 30 years. And the African National Congress have already governed for 24, 25 years almost. One more term to go. But what is very, very important, that right here now as we stand, as we sit here today, under the present government, we enjoy the freedom of our deen, the freedom of our religion. If we lose in 2019, if power goes to the other side, rest assured, you can say goodbye to the freedom of our deen and our religion in South Africa. It is imperative that each and every one of you in the Muslim community, and we make a very large number in this country, must come out. We must unite. We must stand together. We must be heard. We must participate. Because if we're not going to be part and parcel of the solution, we're going to be the problem. But what we find now, many organizations used to exist over a period of time. Muslim students organization, medical students organizations, in all the tertiary institutions. It's all disappearing because we are quite content. We have money, we have power, we have houses, we have cars, we have everything, and we are quite happy. How long more are we going to be happy? I want to urge us all, we must come out of that shelter. We must come out of that shell that we are in at the moment. And we must get our voices heard. We must participate actively. We must elect the leaders that we want. You cannot sit back and expect others to make the difference. Why should they do that? Politics, I want to assure you, is not about the people anymore. We need to change that. Today it's about self-enrichment, it's about power, it's about control. I'm sure you all watch Parliamentary Channel. What happens there? It's like a circus. Why? Because each and every political party there wants power, they want control, they want to control the resources. It's not about you and me. But only you can change that if you come out in your numbers and make that difference. Make the right choices, choose the right leaders in your communities. You have leaders sitting here, but they are nowhere to be found in leadership in the country. And the question that arises, why? You need to inculcate that into our community, into our children, into our grandchildren. And if we don't do that, I want to assure you, we have a problem. And that problem is going to be very, very soon. If you see what is happening in the country at the moment, you've been a target. There are racial comments made about us Indian communities. But what they won't do is acknowledge the role that we played in South Africa and how we built this economy, how our forefathers came here to work on those sugarcane plantations, how they made a difference, how they sacrificed. Why? It's about power and control. Why? Because we, particularly us, we emphasized on one very important thing. We've provided our children with education so they can apply their minds. And we will not be misled. And that is why we sit with the problem today. We are the target. Are we going to sit back and allow this to continue? Or are we going to come out together, unite, and make a difference? Let our voices be heard. Let's choose those leaders right from the ground. Let's start inculcating into our children the values of leadership. Let them understand that unless they participate from that young age, we are not going to have our communities represented in the near future, and that is going to be detrimental to our religion and our deen. You've seen in the Western Cape, Pinelands, Goodwood, Tableview, Queensbury, Plettenberg Bay, all our masajids that we were wanting, those things were being opposed. And yet, what do we find? If you take the Western Cape particularly, has such a great Muslim majority there. But where are they? The one thing we are lacking as a Muslim community with everything we have is unity. We don't have it. And unless we unite, I want to emphasize again, we can say goodbye to the freedom that we enjoy in this country, particularly as a Muslim. I have already urged my colleague to come together and assist us, the Muslim community. I must also commend the African National Congress for the role they play in protecting the interests of the Muslim majority or the minority in South Africa. And I want to assure you that in my discussion with many of them, including the issue of parents, I think you've heard President Cyril Ramaphosa even say the other day that apartheid Israel must be dealt with. So we are certain that when that motion does come, it is going to be supported. One other point that I want to make, which is very, very important for us to understand. If in 2019, the power in this country moves over onto the Democratic Alliance. Now, I want us to understand something. The way we were all brought up, we were brought up to understand that the white person was superior. There's no doubt about it. That is what we were brought up to believe. And I don't know if you watch some of our programs. I've actually exposed in the Western Cape, particularly the corruption in the Western Cape and the weaknesses. I want us to understand that if in 2019, South Africa has to hand over power to the Democratic Alliance and a coalition, we in South Africa, particularly the Indian community, the Muslim community, and those, and I want to also emphasize something very, very important. The struggle in Palestine is not only a Muslim struggle, it's a Muslim and a Christian struggle. It's nothing to do with religion. It's oppression, it's apartheid. It's occupation of land that belongs to the Palestinian people. That is loud and clear. And that is why you find the South African Council of Churches and many other organizations are part and parcel of us. And that is why we need to take advantage that if we do not allow or participate actively from now until 2019, until that election that comes, together united, together with the ruling party and together with those that are there in the interest of us, it is going to be the detriment of us as an organization, as a community. So my plea to one and all of you is today, brothers and sisters, let us put the differences that we may have, let us come together, let us be united, let us stand together, let us come out in our numbers when we are needed by the work that BDS is doing, the Palestinian Solidarity Organization, and the other organizations that the Rohingya Muslims that are going through. Let us come through, let us be seen, let us be seen. If we can do that, rest assured, we will achieve success. Assalamu alaikum, thank you very much.
Shukran so much, Honorable Sheikh Imam. I'm still Mohammed and I'm still single. As we call Comrade Pule Mabe to join us on the stage, I think that all of us can agree that South Africa is probably one of the safest countries in the world. And it's really not an exaggeration. It's really a mild comment to say it's probably one of the safest countries in the world for any Muslim person, and where our religion is secured, where our practices, where our places of worship are secured. And that doesn't just go for the Muslim community, it goes for all faiths and for all religions. And this is partially because of our country's constitution and the hard work of people like Comrade Pule.
No. Thank you, and thanks for extending the invite to the African National Congress to this important occasion. You know, just sitting there and listening to music and seeing the kind of camaraderie that exists amongst yourselves, one could easily borrow from the words of Che Guevara that revolutionaries are best defined by their love for one another. It looks like there's a lot of love in this room. And we need love to be able to turn our magic country into one that will be able to inspire the courage of the world over. In this country, we've been able to demolish apartheid. We've been able to assert rights through the Constitution of 1996. We've been able to facilitate national liberation. In short, that we constructed a government of national unity where people of this country, regardless of the color of their skin and the religion they represent, could also have a seat in parliament, so that together as humanity we could be able to drive forward a program that can construct this magic country that Nelson Mandela presided over. You owe yourself a big round of applause to have been part of this great story as the Muslim community. We were not going to achieve it all on our own, and I can assure my former colleague in Parliament that it is the view of the ANC that we must be able to reduce our embassy in Israel into a full license office up until such time that the people of Palestine are free. We in the African National Congress have got strong ties with BDS. And from time to time, we join your events. Actually, our Deputy Secretary General, Comrade Jesse Duarte, is very much a part of the events that you do at all times, because we are joined on the hip by our love for humanity. We all want social justice. We want people to be able to worship in their own ways without being discriminated. Whether they are Muslims, they are Christians, their places of praise should be protected. And this is what the rights that are in the Constitution of the Republic of South Africa, that our organization, the African National Congress, working with many other progressive formations, have fought hard to assert. It is true that if we do not protect our national liberation, the right that you all enjoy, the freedom to worship in the manner that you like, might be undermined by those who do not understand what it took to construct this magic country. So I know that Imam said that many ruling or liberation movements can only do it for 30 years. But if you look at how many years it took us to liberate the people of South Africa, the organization I represent, the ANC, was formed in 1912. Initially the South African National Native Congress, later on became the African National Congress. It has always been guided by the emancipation of our people and took as its main driving force the policy on non-racialism, embraced Africanism, sometimes in 1943 adopted the African claims. It was the adoption of the African claims that brought to the fore our program on land. Now those who do not understand the ANC feel that we are raising the issue of land opportunistically. No. We first raised the issue, actually, land is an emotive issue that even in 1912 when we were formed, it was at the center of the things that were guiding what needs to be done. The position of the African National Congress on the question of land has been misread by some. The ANC is not going to nationalize land. Our program on land is driven by 3 important principles, and these principles were later articulated in a document called the Freedom Charter of 1955. And what are these 3 principles? Our 3 principles are redistribution, restitution, and security of tenure. That is what our program on land is all about. We want to expropriate land without compensation so that we could achieve our maximum program on the redistribution of land. We can guarantee the people of this country, regardless of their religion and beliefs, their security of tenure. People must have title deeds in this country. So now if we in the ruling party do not fight for security of tenure and instead assert nationalization of land, we shall have taken away from the people of this country the freedom that they are supposed to enjoy. Many of you sitting in this room are business people. Many of you sitting in this room own retail outlets here in Mayfair, in Fortsburg, and in many other parts of the province and outside this province. Many of you sitting in this room who run businesses understand what it means to have collateral. Land is one of the most important desires of collaterals. If you own land, you know that your borrowing power also increases. Is that not so? Because financial markets, in the manner that they operate, sometimes rely on that kind of security. Now, not that we want our people to be indebted, but if we give our people security of tenure, we'll also be able to give them the right to participate in the economy of their country without any boundaries. That is what the African National Congress is fighting for. And that is one point that we're going to pursue without haste. But there are a number of issues that for us to be able to achieve our program and make sure that we can assert our leadership of this country over 30 years and beyond, we need to fight crime. We have met with many, with members of the Muslim business community who have come to us and raised concerns that they are being murdered, that they are being kidnapped, that people come to their businesses to come and demand monies and all of that. We have spoken to the Ministry of Police. We have said that there's got to be a special focus to assist people who are running businesses in Mayfair, in Fortsbeck, in Jeepistown, and everywhere else. When there was a bomb of, when there was an attack of the mosque in Verulam, the African National Congress reacted to that. Because we do not believe that they should be those who discriminate others because of their religious beliefs. But we are also encouraged by those in the Muslim community who from time to time extend their loving hand to others. One of the things that we learn from yourselves is the need and desire to give the needy. It is very important to feed others. To say, because I have got more, I need to learn that it is, I can only increase that which I have if I share with my neighbors. Now, it is this spirit of camaraderie and the spirit of sharing that has inspired some of us. The ANC is proud that today Muslims make up members of our various structures from branches all the way to our top 6. As well as our deployees to parliament, cabinet and other institutions. Like I spoke about Comrade Jesse Duarte, who's the Deputy Secretary General of the African National Congress. ANC deployees to government who belong to the Muslim community include the Minister of Economic Development, Comrade Ibrahim Patel, Minister of Higher Education, Comrade Naledi Pando, who's also a member of the NEC and National Working Committee of the ANC, Deputy Minister of Education, Comrade Enver Surti, Deputy Minister of Home Affairs, Fatima Kwan, Special Advisors to Ministers of International Relations, Comrade Zain Dango and Aziz Pahad, as well as several ANC members of parliament who occupy positions from head of portfolio to whips of committees. Beyond politics, your community has been crucial in terms of participating in charity as well as social development programs and initiatives. We are thrilled by the work, for example, of Sabri Christie Ambulance Service, the South African National Sakar Fund, the Sultan Bawu Community Clinic, the Islamic Council of South Africa, Gift of the Givers, and the multitude of other organizations. Driven by the finest ideals of your religion, Muslims are contributing significantly to our country's development and prosperity. We as the ANC are humbled by this and are continuously inspired in our various collaborations with Muslim community organizations and groups. It is in this context of philanthropy and giving to the community that we view tonight's gala dinner and urge all of you to contribute to the work of this Islamic Center. From the little that we've been briefed on, we are thoroughly impressed by the center and that seeks to establish in from the little that we have been briefed, we are thoroughly impressed by the center. We feel that such a community that seeks to establish a center in Robertson, and we feel that such a community center is envisaged by the Islamic Center is commendable and will benefit members of the public, regardless of religion or race. As your Quran says, and whatever you spend in good, it will be repaid to you in full, and you shall not be wronged. I think I must also have a copy of a Quran, Imam, to read it from time to time as well. So may God benefit you all in your generosity. I must also comment, you need to assist me with the name UQIC. I must also commend UQIC and attendees here tonight for the successful health day that you hosted earlier this year. The health day, I believe, serviced thousands of people with free medical services, screenings and other tests. This is commendable. This health day in some ways speaks to the spirit of President Ramaphosa's Tumamena initiative. Tumamena meaning send me. Send me to assist the poor, uplift the needy, feed the hungry and benefit society. Now our Tumamena program is also about understanding the problems of our people, acting with greater speed to be able to resolve them, but also going back to those communities, giving them feedback on what we have done to attend to their problems. Now it is only a government that is duly constructed on the will of the people that can do that. The African National Congress understands that it will it will be removed out of power the moment it starts to listen to itself and no longer listen to the people it leads. The African National Congress understands that what keeps it in power and asserts its authority in society is through these engagements. We need to reach out to yourselves and understand what are your challenges. We need to reach out to yourself and make sure that the work you do to assist our communities is properly incorporated into our socio-economic transformation agenda. You know, if there is one thing that we can't privatize, it's our love for humanity. If we find that the Muslim community loves our people, then they are the right people to associate with, because how can we lead people we don't love? Is it possible? One of the things we've learned from President Nelson Mandela was that for you to lead and assert your leadership over society, the first basic principle that you must exercise is love for those people. You can't lead people you don't love. Now, one of the things that is going to drive the ANC's campaign going to the 2019 elections is going to be greater love for our people. And we can only show our people that we love them when we decisively fight corruption. When there is money set aside to build schools, it must build schools. When there is money set aside to pay pensioners, it must pay pensioners. When there is money set aside to be distributed in full school feeding schemes for the needy, it must do exactly that. When there is money set aside to do basic infrastructure like roads, it must do exactly that. When they are public representatives, given the responsibility to lead our people, that when they arrive in those positions of authority, begin representing their own interest. We must remove them. We must act decisively against corruption. When there's an ANC councillor who knowingly utters racial comments or makes views that undermine the religion of others, we must remove such a councillor, because they do not uphold the principles of the African National Congress of loving one another. When they are leaders in the ANC who undermine our public standing and erode the respect we enjoy from the people, we need to tell them to step aside. That is why in the African National Congress, amongst other instruments that we have created to enhance our own credibility, was to establish the Integrity Commission. So that when there are issues of concern, which we believe that if left alone they could erode or undermine the public standing of the ANC, such leaders could be called forward, allowed to explain through an Integrity Commission, whose work should effectively operate independent from the work of the National Executive Committee of the African National Congress. Because we can't expect society to trust us when we don't trust ourselves. Leaders who lead society can only inspire people on how they carry themselves. People must be able to look at the ANC and say, we in the Muslim community believe that the ANC is the best organization to champion our interest because its own leaders are leaders of great integrity. They are leaders of credibility. One of the things that we've done over this past few days was to launch the membership system of the African National Congress. Now, why am I mentioning a membership system in a gala dinner? Am I trying to auction it? No. We are not auctioning the membership system. I'm deliberately mentioning the membership system which has got integrity to demonstrate to you that the ANC has begun dealing with its own issues of internal democracy and making sure that it also opens and makes its own structures accessible. Because there are many people out there who associate with the ruling party. Now, we need to make sure that we create systems and mechanisms in the ruling party that allow them to join and deposit their own views, so that in representing the people of South Africa, we have effectively considered the views that are raised by many others in communities out there. You see, when you are given a responsibility to lead people, it doesn't mean that you are the most wisest. No. It could have been that you were sitting on the side where there were many numbers. And because democracy is a game of numbers, you emerged out of that process. You only lead people effectively if you start to listen. There is no one, whether it's in the ANC, in the DA, in the NFP, in the IFP, in the EFF, anywhere across the political spectrum, political leaders lose currency the moment they do not listen to people. Once we do, remember how Kenya collapsed? When those who were going to be in power started believing that it was now their turn to eat. Once we get into position of responsibility and suddenly begin believing that it is now our turn to eat, then what erodes there is the liberation project. What erodes there is conscience. If the ANC truly stand and represent the plight of the people of Palestine in relation to its own international relations positions and policies that it has articulated, it needs to be seen to be taking certain measures. And one of those measures, we must be able to say, companies that are known and knowingly do business in Israel, with apartheid Israel, or they are funded by apartheid Israel against the wishes of the movement, even when pressure must be exerted so that the people of Palestine could be freed and liberated, those companies should be put on a different paper so that we can determine how do we continue trade relations with them. We comrades, we know apartheid in South Africa. We know what it means to go to town and use black-only toilets. We know what it means. We know the Group Areas Act in this country because we grew up from those, we came from those political developments. Apartheid was not a nice thing. You should have seen what it meant. Our own black parents in 1994, when it was clear that we are now going to have democratic elections and elect a president of our choice, it excited our parents in Soweto that for the first time their children will be able to attend school in Bryanston. It was not possible. It excited our parents, black parents in communities, that for the first time their children will be able to attend schools in Randburg, in Rosebank. Apartheid meant that you had to drive around or walk around in town with your passbook. We were divided according to color in this country. I don't think there's a country in the whole world which will understand the problems of Palestine the same way we will here in South Africa. Because we have experienced apartheid here. We know what separation of amenities mean. Now when they built the wall in Gaza, we understand what that does. It undermines the coexistence of humanity. So we are with you. And we're going to work with you to make sure that we ultimately achieve that liberty. To free the people of Palestine is one of the things that we stand for in the African National Congress. So I don't want to take much of your time. I am sure that I've tried as much as I can to cover many of the issues. I did indicate to the event organizers earlier that I also have another youth event that I must address in the East End tonight still. But we felt that because we have already confirmed that we will be coming, but also because your struggle is also part of our own struggles, we had to come here and convey our own message of support. You need to know that we are with each one of you who is in this hall. We support you and support the cause that you are pursuing. Continue doing good to our people. You must not give up the good work. You must know that when we are actually, before I said I almost forgot to mention this, that one of the things that are going to be driving us going into 2019 is the program of unity and renewal. And when the ANC renews itself, it needs all of you to work with it and whisper to it and say, these are the things you didn't do right. Try and fix these things so that you can increase your appeal. You know, Comrade Sheikh Imam is correct. From time to time, they put issues on the order paper. And they expect us as the ruling party to also support them. I mean, for instance, the reduction of the Israel into a license, the Israeli embassy into a license office, it's an important point. And I must tell you, and I think we must give the NFP a round of applause because they have been a great support structure for the ANC. They are raising the right issues. They are hitting where it matters the most. And they are walking this journey with us because we both have got one common agenda, which is to serve the good of humanity. That's our agenda, to serve the good of our people. With those few words, let me thank you very much and wish you well and hope this event succeed and ultimately you raise the 9 million that you have put aside as a target for this event. If I had, I will also donate. Unfortunately, I'm still on this in the trenches. Amanda, thank you very much.
Thank you very much to the national spokesperson of the ANC. I'm still Mohammed and I'm still, as we call Sharia Khan up, who would like to give a gift to the two guest speakers.
Ladies and gentlemen, as requested, the Honorable Comrade Pule has been given a Quran Sharif in honor of his presence and a token of our sincere appreciation, sir. Thank you very much. May it serve you well. Ladies and gentlemen, another round of applause, please. We thank both gentlemen for the encouraging yet thought-provoking deliveries. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, may I humbly request another round of applause, please, for our guests of honor. I think that's more than enough seriousness that we can handle for one evening, yeah? All right, so ladies and gentlemen, we're almost ready to serve supper, but before that, we also have the business at hand, inshallah. And once again, we'd like to humbly request, firstly, your pledge forms. Don't forget the pledge forms. Please fill those up. And as soon as you've made your pledge into the envelopes, just wave the envelopes in the air. One of the volunteers will come to you to relieve you of that envelope. And you'll see that the slides will indicate in terms of how much we have already collected. Also, don't forget the plants are also for sale. Anywhere, 100 Rand upwards, anything that you'd like to contribute, and then you can take that as a lovely memento of today's function. We continue our auction, ladies and gentlemen. We've got about 12 or so items. I'd like to humbly request that for your patience, we try to get through it as fast as possible, but also we must remember that it is also we're here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to try and make the maximum amount of money this evening so that the beautiful work done by the UQIC Karni committee is continued into the near future, and the completion also is done in quick time. Inshallah, so we continue now with, even though winter is over, I'm told we have a mink blanket. Oh, I forgot to call the other single person, Brother Anis. Please help me, Anis, Jazakallah. Ladies and gentlemen, we move over to the last part of this evening's formalities, and that is the auction. We have a lovely, lovely mink blanket. I can assure you that we're still going to have some rainy days and some days of cold. Obviously, I'm not seeing the size, but I'm sure it's on its way. My Hafiz Sahib tells me it's on its way. Lovely mink blanket. I'm sure it will definitely fit any double or queen size bed. The price is on there, but I'm not going to give you that price. I'm going to ask you, it's a lovely tan color. You can see it in the photo there. Can we get an offer of 1,000 rand for a mink blanket? You can keep it in storage. Winter is 6 months around the corner. Can I ask 1,000 rand? I've got 1,000 rand. Do I hear 1,100? Guys, 1,100. I've got a gentleman on his phone and he picked up his hand like this. I've got 1,000 already. Do I hear 1,200? 1,200? Can I get 1,200? 1,000 rand? Do I hear 1,200? 1,000? Are we letting him go? The price on here says, no, I won't tell you. I've got 12. 1,200. Do I hear 13? 14. 1,400. Anybody for 1,400? I've got 1,200. 1,200. 14. 13. 14. 1,400. I've got 1,400. Jazakallah khair. Can I get an advance on 1,400? Do I hear 1,500? 15. I've got 15. Do I hear 16, sir? 16. I've got 1,500. Do I hear 16, sir? 16. Do I hear 16? 1,500 going once at a steal for a lovely mink blanket that will serve for many, 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 many winters to come. 1,500 once, twice. Are we all in at 1,500? Any more advances? Sold to the lovely lady in the polka dots. Give her a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. MashaAllah. We then have, winter is over. The blanket went to the back. We come out full force in summer. Ladies and gentlemen, courtesy of ACCS, air conditioning, a 12,000 BTU Samsung, the white one, and I'm told that it is including installation. Including installation. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have to tell you, if yesterday was anything to go by, 28 degrees, first day of spring. I can only imagine what summer is going to be like. Here's your opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. Can I get, I know they in excess of almost, I think, 5,000 rand. Tanwir Bhai, am I right? 5,000 rand? More? Much more. 8,000. I'm told they're worth 8,000. Let's start the bidding off at a meager, ladies and gentlemen, a meager 6,000. Anybody? 6,000 includes installation, ladies and gentlemen, anywhere in Gauteng. Anywhere in Gauteng for 6,000 rand. Do I have any takers for 6,000 rand? 6,000, ladies and gentlemen. We also have another bigger unit, but this is perfect for a medium-sized room, your lounge, even a bedroom. Lovely, lovely ambient temperatures. Do I hear 6,000? Let's reduce that. Can I get 6,000? I've got 6,000. Do I hear 6,500? 6,500? Anybody? 6,500? I've got 6,000, which is a steal, and I'm not going to let the gentleman get away with just paying 6,000 rand. Ladies and gentlemen, do I hear 6,500? Anybody? I can't believe that everybody's got an air conditioning unit. 7,000. I've got 7,000 rand. Anybody? Any advances on 7,000 rand? 7,000 rand. Anybody? Ladies and gentlemen, I know we're hungry. Please, I'm requesting on behalf of the Waste Kearney Center that we dig deep into our pocket and try and whittle that 9 million rand down to as much as we can. All in at 7,000. Going once, going twice. All in 7,000, all sold. Congratulations, please. Take the gentleman's name down. Jazakallah, a round of applause for the gentleman there. We now have the big unit, and this one I'm told is the black unit that looks like a speaker. Please don't be fooled. That is a freestanding air conditioning unit. It is 28,000 BTU. So, and you will be able to see it on the projector as well. It's a freestanding unit. It's for a larger room, but it's a demo model. It's a demo model, but I'm told that it comes with a full warranty. So you can be rest assured. I'm also told that it is worth 40,000 rand. 40,000 rand. So if I'll take any amount that is reasonable, can we start off at 10,000? Can we start off at 10,000? Anybody that's willing to give me 10,000 rand for a really beautiful unit? I've got 10,000. Do I hear 12? Can I get 12,000 rand for this? I've got 12. Do I hear 13? 13, anybody for 13? I've got 12,000. Do I hear 13? Ladies and gentlemen, I've got 13. Do I hear 14? Anybody in for 14? I've got 14, 15. 14. 14 is what I've got, sir. 15 for you. Do I hear 16, sir? Can I get 16? Anybody on 16 or 17? 16, 15 is what I have. Are we allowing the gentleman to walk away with something valued at 40,000 rand for 15,000 rand? Subhanallah. Truly a generous audience. Truly a generous audience. Going once, 15,000, twice. Ladies and gentlemen, no more advances on 15,000. 20,000. I've got 20,000 rand for the same unit. Do I hear 21,000, sir? 21, I've got 20. 20 going once. An excellent price, twice 20,000. Sold Hassan Bhai to your private buyer there. Congratulations to you, sir. 20,000 rand. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. Anis Bhai, I need you on this side, please. We now have a very beautiful frame. I'm hearing it, the next one. I'm hearing the exclamations, and I'm hoping that's an indication of where we're going to go in terms of pricing. So this, as you can see, is an extra large tasbih. Beautiful. Also, it consists of the name of Allah and Muhammad together with the tasbih. An absolutely beautiful piece. An absolutely beautiful piece. Ladies and gentlemen, can I open the bidding at 1,000 rand? Anybody at 1,000 rand? 1,000? Surely it's a steal. Surely it is a steal at 1,000 rand, and you have absolute boasting rights. I've got 1,000, can I hear 1,200? I've got 1,000, can I hear 1,200? Anybody on any advances on 1,000 rand? Really, we need to not allow people to get away that cheap. 1,000, I've got 1,200. Do I hear 14? Do I hear 14, sir? 14 for you? Yes, I've got 14. Do I hear 16 on your side, sir? 16? Can I find 16? I've got 16. 18, sir. 18 is what I have. Can I ask 2,000 from you, sir? 18 going once. Anybody, any advances? Spotters, any advances? I've got 2,000 rand. Jazakallah khair. 2,000, do I hear 2,200? 2,200 is what I have. 2,200, sir. 2,400 for you. I've got 2,400. 2,600, sir. 2,600 for you. 2,600. I've got 2,600, sir. 2,800 for you. 2,800. 2,800 for you. 2,800. 2,600 is the last bid. Any more advances on 2,600? 2,600 once. Any more? 2,600. I've got 2,800. Sir, 3,000 rand for you. 3,000 for you. Nice round figure. I've got 3,000. 3,200 for you. Sir, 3,200? No? Advance, any more advances? 3,100. 3,050. 3,025 once. 3,010 twice. 3,005. All sold, sir. Congratulations. 3,000 rand for the beautiful frame. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a fridge, nice tiny unit, and I know there are many of us that have a man cave. I'm hoping. This will be perfect as a secondary fridge. You know, it's not a very big, large one, but it can fit in very tight spaces. High sense, also a good make, so energy efficient as well. Do I have any takers? I will accept any reasonable amount. Guys, I heard 1,000. Can I get 1,000? I've got 1,000. Can I get 1,100 rand? 1,100 for a lovely fridge. Brand new, also comes with the warranty. I've got 1,000 rand. Are you allowing him to let go 1,000 rand? Ladies and gentlemen, going once. Any advances on 1,000? Do I hear 1,100? Anybody? Twice? 1,100, have I got 1,100? I've got 1,100. Do I hear 1,200 from you, sir? 1,200 is what I have. 13 from you. 13 from you, I've got 13, sir. 14. 14, I've got 15. 15, I've got 16, sir. 16, 17. Can I get 17 from you, sir? I've got 17, 18, sir. 18, 1,900. 1,900 from you, sir. 2,000 rand. Thank you, I've got 2,000, 2,100 from you, sir. 2,100. Got 2,200. 2,200. All in. Going once. 2,100. Any advances on 2,100? I think that's a very fair price. 2,100. I've got 2,200. 2,200, sir. 2,300 for you. 2,003. 2,400. 2,400. Do I hear 2,400 on that table? 2,400. 2,400. Do I hear 2,500, sir? 2,500 for you. 2,400. Going once. 2,400. Any more advances? 2,500 is what I have. 2,500. 3,000 is what I have. 3,000. A very competitive price still for a lovely fridge that we're going to need in the summer months. 3,000 is what I have. Do I hear any advances on 3,000? 3,200, ma'am, for you? 3,200. Do I hear 3,300? 3,400. Anybody? 3,200. All in 3,200. Once. Anybody else? Any advances? Twice. Sold. Ma'am, Jazakallah khair. Please take the ladies' details down. A round of applause. MashaAllah, very, very beautiful frame. A very beautiful frame that consists of Allah Muhammad as well as a clock. And you'll be pleased to note the opening verses of the Quran Sharif, Alhamd Sharif, as well as Alif Lam Mim. So ladies and gentlemen, a really, really awesome piece. It can be the center of attraction in your dining rooms as well as your living rooms. I think this is an absolute beauty of an item. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll take any reasonable offer. Any reasonable offer. Can we start it off at 3,000? I think 3,000 is very, very fair. I've got a young man who's giving me 3,000 rand. Can I get 3,500? 3,500. Anybody? We cannot allow the gentleman, as young as he is and enthusiastic as he is, I applaud him. Allahu Akbar. Allah Ta'ala give him a lot of barakat, inshallah. But we cannot allow him to go off with 3,000 rand. Do I hear 3,500? Anybody? 3,500? 3,000. Going once. I've got 3,500. Sir, do I hear 4,000? I've got 4,000. Do I hear? I've got 4,200 in the back. Anybody? I've got 4,000. 4,000, 4,200. Do I hear 4,000? 4,200. Do I hear 4,500? 4,500 is what I've got. Let's go in increments of 500. Can I get 5,000? Can I get 5,000? I've got 4,500. 4,500. Any advances on 4,500? Ladies and gentlemen, I've got 5,000, sir. 5,500 for you. I've got 5,500. 5,500 for you. Do I hear 6,000, sir? 6,000 for you. 5,500 here. Can I ask you 5,500, 5,750, 5,750, sir, for you. 5,500. Are we all in? 5,500. Ladies and gentlemen, any more? 5,500 twice. Any more? Sold. 5,500 rand. Jazakallah khair. A round of applause, please. Subhanallah, I'm told now that we have a 3D puzzle. A 3D puzzle, these are not easily available. In the true sunnah of the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, I'm told that Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam used to love to play games and enjoy playing games with the various Ummahatul Mu'mineen, inshallah. So in that spirit of having the family together, a 3D puzzle that actually builds up in to show you the Haram Sharif of Medina. It's actually a one-of-a-kind item. I haven't actually seen it. Can I get a reasonable offer? Anybody? Can I get 500 rand? 500, I think there is a very fair price. I've got 500. Can I get 6? I've got 6. Do I hear 7? 7 is what I've got. Do I hear 8? I've got 8. I've got 9, and I've got 10 right in the back. 1,000 rand, 1,100. Can I get 12? 1,200 rand, I've got 12. Do I hear 13? Do I hear 13? I've got 1,200. 1,200. Any more on 1,200? Young man, 1,200. Do I hear 13? 13 is what I've got. 14, sir. 14 is what I've got. 15, ma'am, for you. 1,500 for you. 1,400 going once. Any more? I've got 15. Do I hear 16? 15 is what I have. Do I hear 16? 16 is what I've got. 17, sir. 17. 17. Do I hear 18? 18. 18. Do I hear 18? I've got 18. Let's round it off. 2,000. Anybody on 2,000? I've got 2,000, 2,200, sir. Anybody on 2,200? 2,200. Have I got? Anybody? I've got 2,000 rand. Are we all over? No more advances. 2,000. Once. I've got 2,200, 2,200, 2,400 for you, sir. 2,400. Alhamdulillah, I've got it. 2,400. 2,500, sir. 2,600. 2,600. I like the smile. I've got 2,600, right? Do I hear 2,007? Do I hear 2,007 from you? I've got 2,000 from you. 2,800, sir. 2,800. 2,800 is what I've got. I'm taking 3,000 from you, sir. 3,000 is what I have. Any more advances on 3,000, sir? 3,200 for you. 3,000 once. Anybody? 3,000 twice. All sold. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause. 3,000 rand sold. We now have another frame, also a beautiful piece, excellent. Neutral tones will go in any living room as well. Again, 99 names of Allah, Ayatul Kursi, as well as the 3 Kuls. An absolutely beautiful piece. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll take another reasonable price. You can see it's actually finished very well. Can we start the bidding off at a meager 1,500? Anybody for 1,500? Anybody? I've got 1,000. I've got 2 conflicting bids. I'll take 1,500 from you, sir, and I'll take 1,700 from you, ma'am. Do I hear 2,000? Anybody for 2,000? I've got 2,000, I've got 2,200, and I've got 2,400. Jazakallah khair. 2,400, all in for 2,400. Any more on 2,000? Do I hear 2,600? I've got 2,600. I've got 2,800, ma'am. 3,000 from you? 3,000? 3,000, got 3,000 there. Do I hear 3,200 from you, Appa? 3,200, Alhamdulillah, 3,500 from you, sir. 3,500, do I hear 3,500? I've got 3,500, Appa, 3,000. 3,000, make it 4,000. Make it 4,000 for a beautiful cause. I've got 4,000, yes? I've got 4,000, mashallah. Jazakallah. Sir, do I hear 4,500 from you, sir? 4,000? 4,000 going once. No? What was Appa's last bid? 4,000. 4,000, are we all in? We're allowing Appa to go with that lovely, lovely frame twice. Jazakallah, Appa, sold to you for 4,000 rand. Jazakallah, a round of applause, please. Ladies and gentlemen, not long to go now. We've got a pressure cooker, which is on the side there, fully digital. Take the pressure off of cooking. Take the pressure off of cooking, cook in a pressure cooker. I like that. A round of applause for Anis. He's doing such a good job, ladies and gentlemen. Jazakallah. And he's single. Mohammed. Okay, so it's InstaChef. InstaChef. A really lovely, lovely machine. Maybe the ladies can give me an idea. I have no clue. Like that, I'm quite domesticated, but not with pressure cookers. Anybody? Rirwan Appa? How much you reckon? 1,000 rand? I think that's fair. Anybody for 1,000? 1,000 rand for something that you can give as a gift as well. So the gift that never stops giving, sadqa jariyah for you, and the person that you're going to give it to will definitely appreciate it, knowing where it has come from. So can I get it? It's a steal, really, it's a steal. 1,000 rand. Anybody? Can I ask 1,000 rand? Do I have 1,000 rand? I've got 1,000 rand. Jazakallah, can I get 1,200? 1,200 rand, I've got 1,200. Do I hear 1,400? 1,200, got 1,200 once. Are we allowing the enthusiastic young? I've got 1,400. 14, can I hear 16? 16, 14 is what I've got. 14 going once. 14 on my left hand side. 14 going twice. Anybody? Any more advances on 1,400? 1,400 at a steal. Congratulations, upper one round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. All in for 1,400 rand. Where are we now? The Melloway jug blender again. This is the duplicate item. We've had already sold one like this before. Again, smoothie maker, blender, crushing of spices, the whole host of functions there. Made by Melloway, again, branded name, trusted branded name. Can I get an opening bid? Can I get an opening bid? I want to just remind you that we ended the last one at 2,000 rand. We ended the last one at 2,000 rand. Can I start off this bid at 1,500? I think that's fair enough. Anybody, can I get 1,500? 1,500, no one. Can I take it? Can I give it to you at 1,200? Come on. Any takers, I've got 1,200. Can I hear 13 or 14? 14, 1,400, that little one has got both hands up. You can check. Aspiring cook there, aspiring chef, mashallah. I've still got 1,200. 1,200 once. Any more advances? I've got 1,400. Jazakallah, 1,400 upper for you. 1,500. 1,500 is what I've got. 1,600, sir. 16 for you. 16 for you. 17 upper for you. 17. 17. Yes, 17 is what I've got. 18 for you, sir. 18. 18, sir, for you. Yes, I've got 18 upper for you. 2,000, 1,800, going once. Are you allowing him to take it at a steal? 1,800, twice. All in, ladies and gentlemen. Any more advances? No more. Sold to the gentleman. Please get his name. A round of applause. 1,800 rand. Thank you, sir. Just like the blanket, winter is essentially over, but you know we're going to get rainy days, and you can store it. Let's see. It's quite a nice one. It says celebrating 25 years, so you know that Melloway has been in good stead for the past how many ever years they've been there. A nice little heater for the kitchen. Any takers? I'll even accept the selling price of 400 rand is what it's got there. Anybody for 400 rand? I've got 400. Do I hear 600? 400 is what I have. 400 is what I have. Do I hear 600? Anybody? 600? 500. Any takers for 500? I've got 1,000 rand. Jazakallah khair. 1,000 rand. Do I hear 1,100? 1,100. Anybody? 1,200. 1,100. 1,000 rand once. 1,000 rand. No more advances on 1,000. 1,000 going twice. Sold to the. That's it. Please take the gentleman's name. Jazakallah, congratulations to you, sir. A round of applause, please, ladies and gentlemen. I think I'll have to have a long discussion with my wife, because now we had a pressure cooker. Now we've got a slow cooker. So this one doesn't work with pressure. Okay. Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there. I once bid on a slow cooker. I just don't know what it did. And I lost the bid, by the way. So it's made by Defy, another well-known branded name. A slow cooker, also digital, that you can set. It's got an LED, and you can, I'm told that you can put all your ingredients in, set it for a certain time, and walk away. And when you get back, you'll have a nice pot of something. Yeah. Anyway, can I get an opening bid? Anybody? Anybody for an opening bid? I will even take something as low as 500. I'm sure it's definitely a steal at 500. Any hands? All the aunties' hands supposed to be like, yeah, for me, like. Okay, at least I'm seeing two. Can I give it to you for 500 and upper for you 700? I'll take 700. I've got 1,000 rand. Please give me an indication. 1,000 rand at the back? No? 800? 799? 795? 800. Jazakallah. I've got 800, 1,000 rand for you, Appa. Jazakallah, 1,000. Do I hear 1,100? 1,100 from the back? Anybody? Any advances on 1,000 rand? Once? No more? Twice? Ladies and gentlemen, all in for 1,000 rand, and I think the uncle is smiling. I'm finally going to get some soup. Jazakallah, congratulations, Auntie. Please take Auntie's name down. Oh, I forgot, my humblest apologies. The gentleman or the lady that won the bid for the heater, please pick up your hand. The person that won the heater, Karisab, who won the heater? Who won the bid for the heater? Good news for you. You also have a bonus shower rack as well as other accompaniments. That's as a bonus. Jazakallah khair. So that's all in for the bid that you have won. We now have the last 3 items, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to try and make it fast so that we eat by 1:15. But again, I must appeal to you. We've got 3 decent items, and I'm waiting to get as much money as possible. So this includes a toolbox. This includes a sanding machine as well as a toolbox. So this is the toolbox, and that's the sander to go along with the toolbox. So if there's any, oh yes, so it's a stool as well as a tool box, right? Okay, yeah, it's a place to sit, in other words. Yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, can I get an opening bid? We've got our last 3 items, as you can see. And I would like to try and finish off this evening on a high. So do I have any opening? It's quite a nice one. Skilled sander. It's the price is on there. That excludes the sitting toolbox. If my eyes serve me correctly, it's 1,000 rand. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll take 1,000 if anybody's willing to give me. I've got 1,000. Do I hear? I've got 1,000 and I've got 1,200. Uncle Riaz, do I hear 1,200 from you? Do I hear 1,400 on the top? 1,400 on the top. I've got 1,200 with Uncle Riaz. Uncle Riaz, 1,200? Yes? 1,200? Anybody? Any further advances on 1,200? Father's Day is over. Yeah, Father's Day is over. Sorry, man. But you can keep it for next year. At 1,200 rand, I think that's a steal. 1,200 once. I've got 1,400. 1,300. Do I hear 1,400, Uncle Riaz? 1,400? 13 is what I have. 13 going once. I've got 14. Do I hear 15? 15 is what I have. 15, do I hear 16, Uncle Riaz? Anybody 16? 16? 16 is what I have. 17? 17 in the corner? Please raise your hand. 17 is what I have. 18. I've got 2,000 rand. 2,000, sir. Advance on 2,000. 2,100. Do I hear 2,100? I've got 2,200. 2,200, sir. 2,400. 2,400? 2,400 is what I have. 2,000, sir. 600. 2,600 in the corner? 2,400 is what I have. Any more advances on 2,400? Going once, 2,400 twice. All sold. A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. 2,400 rand. Alhamdulillah, thumma alhamdulillah, our vases have come up for re-auction. So the person that won the auction the last time is allowing us, they're giving us the full contribution, but they're also saying, sell the vases again. Alhamdulillah, what a beautiful piece. Let's take over for the vases again. If I remember correctly, Kamran Bhai, how much were the vases the last time? 2,500. I'll take any advance on 2,500. Can we start off the bid at 2,000? I think that's fair enough. Anybody for 2,000 on the vases? Beautiful pieces. They're a set. Any advance on 2,000? It will do well in Houghton, I'm told. It will do well anyway. Allahu Muhammad, as long as your guests see it, they'll be at peace, you'll be happy. Can I get 2,000? Anybody for 2,000? I've got 2,000. 2,200. Can I get 2,200? Anybody 2,200? Are we all done? Really at a steal for 2,000? I've got 2,200, sir. 2,005 for you. 2,005. Can I get 2,700? 2,700. Going once. 2,500, sir. 2,700. I've got 2,700. 3,000 for you, sir. 3,000. 3,000 is what I've got. Yes, I've got 3,000. 3,200 from you, sir. 3,200. All in at 3,000. 3,000. Going once. Any more advances on 3,000? Anywhere? 3,000. I've got a gentleman very happy at 3,000. Please don't allow him to go that way. 3,000 twice. All in. Congratulations, sir. 3,000 sold. A round of applause. Professional router, 1,300 watts. I'm no carpenter. Hussein Bhai? Hussein Bhai, don't look. Give me a price, Hussein Bhai. Not a but, just a price. 400 rand. On Hussein Bhai, who's a brilliant carpenter and is also doing our catering. His catering, Jazakallah khair. Your staff are excellent. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give him a round of applause. So he tells me, and in his professional opinion, for 400 rand, and I think that's a steal. Anybody that wants to learn, I'm sure that he'll also teach you. You can be an apprentice. So 400 rand, a skill router set. It's a heavy duty one. Anybody, can I get any advance? 400. Do I hear 400? At least 400. Give it to me at 400. Yes, especially I've got 400, but do I hear 5? I've got 5. Do I hear 6, sir? 6 for you. I've got 6, 7 for you, ma'am. 7 for you. 6 is what I have. I like the way he's stretching, which means he's going to give me 800 rand. Sorry, that last bid was 600 rand. 600. Do I hear 700, ma'am? 700 is what I've got. 800 for you. 800 at the back. 800, yes. I've got 800. Do I hear 900? 1,000 rand, sir, for you. 1,000 is what I have. 1,100, sir. 1,100 is what I have. 1,200 for you, sir. 1,200, 1,100. Last bid, 1,100. Any more advances on 1,100? Going once, twice, sold. 1,100 rand, sir. Please take the gentleman's name. Congratulations. Thank you very much, sir. We've got Afisab, the Melloway, the... Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
We've got a problem. I just gave away the toweling rack to the lady with the heater. MashaAllah. She's donated everything back for reselling, for re-auction. So the heat is up for re-auction as well as the Tisby frame. Let's start off. Oh, as well as the jug blender with the thing and the thing. Okay, let's start off here. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give ourselves another 10 minutes and then we'll serve supper, inshallah. So the Tisby frame, Kamran Bhai, our Tisby frame was the last bid. 2,000 is what I've got. It went for 3,000. We'll start off at 2,000. Can I get 2,200? 2,200 for a beautiful Tisby frame. 2,200. Anybody? Any more advances? I've got 2,200. Sir, can I get 2,500 from you? 2,500? Yes? 2,500 is what I've got. 2,700, sir. 2,700. 2,900. 2,900 for you, sir. 3,000, Jazakallah, sir. 3,200 for you. 3,250 I'll take. 3,250 I'll take. Jazakallah. 3,500 from your Uncle Riaz. 3,500. 3,500. 3,250 once. Any more advances? 3,250 twice. Sold. Please, the gentleman with the blue shirt. Congratulations, sir. 3,250 rand. A round of applause. We'll average it out. The first one went for 2,000, the second one went for 1,800 rand. I'll start the bidding off at 1,500 rand. I think that's a steal. 1,500 rand. Anybody? Can I get anybody on 1,500 rand? Nobody? Ladies and gentlemen, I'll even go as low as 1,200 rand. Anybody taking it for 1,200 rand? 1,200. The Melloway, I've got 1,200. Can I get 1,400? Anybody 1,400? 1,400? No more advances. 1,200 Rand. I've got, son, I've got 1,400. I've got 1,400, sir. 1,500. Sir, do I want 1,600? 1,600 for you? 1,600, 1,500. Going once. Any more advances? 1,500 twice. All sold. Congratulations, sir. 1,500 Rand. Jazakallah khair. A lot of people have been eyeing this. It's a perfect time to get into shape. To get into shape. Ride around the safe streets. No, let me not go there. Ladies and gentlemen, a mountain bike, 7-speed I'm told, state-of-the-art mountain bike, brand spanking new. Almighty knows I needed to get rid of some of the excess fat. But anyway, I'll open the bidding at a meager 2,000 Rand. Anybody? Surely 2,000 Rand is a steal. Surely 2,000. I've got 2,000. Do I hear 2,500? I've got 2,500. Sir, 3,000 for you. 3,000 for you, sir? 2,500 is what I have. Anybody, any advances on 2,500? I can, 3,000. I've got 3,000. Do I hear 3,500? Anybody, 3,500? 3,500. About 4,000 for you. I've got 4,000. 4,500 for you, sir. 4,500. Do I have any advances on 4,500? Up for you. 4,500. 4,800. 4,800. 4,500 is what I have. 4,500 is what I have. Any advances? 4,500. I can see the young man is going to be the next. What's his name? Armstrong? Yeah, Lance Armstrong. Tour de France. 4,000 for you, sir. 5,000. Jazakallah khair. I'll take 5,000, sir. 5,200. 5,500 from you. 5,500. Going once at 5,000. Twice 5,000. All in at 5,000. Congratulations, sir. 5,000 Rand for a beautiful, beautiful bike. Okay. This with the sender. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, your generosity really needs to be applauded. I'm told that the fridge is also up for re-auction, as well as the heater, and as well as the toolbox with the sender. The toolbox with the sender is what we'll start off with. Anis Bhai, the toolbox with the sender is what we'll start off with. The gentleman here with the topi. The sending machine, Kamran Bhai, 2,400 Rand. I'll start off at 2,000 again. 2,400, 2,000 Rand. The sending machine with the bench toolbox. Sending machine with the bench toolbox, can I ask you for 1,800 Rand? Ladies and gentlemen, anybody for 1,800? 1,600 even. I'll take 1,600, 1,500, anyone? 1,500? Ladies and gentlemen, please don't allow me to let it go for less than that. 1,500 Rand, can we come back to it? Let's have a good look, think about that one. Do I have 1,500? No? I know we are all hungry. As you can see, the aroma, or as you can smell, the aroma it's being prepared, it's on heat there, it's ready for us. We just like to get through it. I'll put this one on ice for a bit. I'll go to the fridge. Do we have any takers for the fridge? Yeah, we're putting the fridge on ice. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, the fridge, any takers? I'll take any amount, any reasonable amount. Anyone? Did I hear somebody say 1,000? I've got 1,000 Rand, Jazakallah. 1,000, 1,100? Do I hear 1,100? Anybody? I've got 11, sir. Do I hear 12 from you? 12 is what I got. 13 from you, sir. 1,300 from you? 1,300 also to 1,300. 14 from you, sir. 14 is what I've got. 1,500 from you, sir. 1,500? 1,500 is what I've got. 1,600. 16 is I've got. 16, 17 for you, sir. 17 for you. 1,600 going once. 1,700, 1,800 for you, sir. 1,800 is what I've got. A round figure, sir. 2,000 for you. 2,000 is what I've got. Any advances on 2,000? Once, twice, 2,200. Do I have 2,200? Please raise your hand. I can't see. Jazakallah, 2,200. Do I hear 2,400? I've got 2-2. 2-2 going once. Any advance on 2,200? 2,200 twice. 2,300. I've got 2,300 upper, 2,500 for you. 2,500. 2,000. Have I got 2,005? 2,500 is what I've got. Yes? I've got 2,500. 2,000. Any advance on 2,005? 2,700, sir. Yes? Yes, 2,700. 2,800 for you, sir. 3,000 for you. 2,800 is what I've got. 2,800 once. Any advances on 2,800 twice? I've got 3,000. 3,000 is what I've got, sir. 3,200 for you. 3,200. 3,400 for you, sir. 3,400. 3,200 twice. 3,200. No more advances. Everybody? 3,400, sir. 3,500 for you. 3,6 for you, sir. 3,6? 3,7 for you, sir. 3,7. 3,8. 3,8 for you? No. 3,7 once. All in 3,7. 3,700 twice. Do I have any further advances? No more. Jazakallah. Please take the gentleman's name. Congratulations to you, sir. 3,700 rand. Oh, all right. The last, second to last. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take it as a package deal. Let's take it as a package deal. Where's the towel rack, brah? Bring me the towel rack here. Right. There we go. I'll take any reasonable offer. Everything that you see. The heater, sending machine, toolbox, towel rack, and the judge room thing. Toilet roll holder. Toilet roll holder. Jazakallah, sir. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'll take any amount. Scream it out for me. 500 rand. Jazakallah. Can I get 700? Anybody for 700? For all these items, 700. I've got 1,000 rand. Jazakallah. I'll take 1,000 rand from you, sir. 1,000. Anybody advances on 1,000? 1,200 rand. Do I hear 1,200? I've got 1,000 rand. 1,000 rand going once. I've got 1,200, sir. 1,200. 14 for you, sir. 1,200 is what I've got. 1,200 going twice. Any more advances on 1,200? Ladies and gentlemen, all in 1,200 rand. Please take the gentleman's name down. Sir, can you just raise your hand, please? The last bid for 1,200. There we go. Please, congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, Jazakallah khair. That brings us to the end of our auction. Please don't forget, I know it's late, but while you're eating, we still got a number of items that we are going to be doing for the lucky draws, as well as please keep those pledge forms rolling. Very, very important. And also the plants. If the plant at your table is sold, we've got some extra plants on the sides of the stage. So please take this opportunity to take something with you. Ladies and gentlemen, we've got one very important item, and it gives me great pleasure to welcome Brother Riaz Khan. Brother Riaz Khan, to please come forward on behalf of the Uwais Qarni Islamic Center to please render the vote of thanks. Brother Riaz was did not want to do the vote of thanks. He wanted you to eat first. But I would like to afford him just 5 minutes to do the vote of thanks, after which we'll have the final dua, inshallah. Subhanallah, Subhanallah, Summa Subhanallah. I've got a lovely, lovely pledge here from Sheikh Hassan Umar. Sheikh Hassan Umar, who is donating 25,000 rand. May the Almighty increase your barakah and give you good long life, inshallah. Jazakallah khair. MashaAllah.
Ameen. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما اللهم صل على سيدنا ونبينا وشفيعنا وحبيبنا مولانا محمد وبارك وسلم. Our respected ulama, our respected guests, ladies, gentlemen, and beloved children, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, as you see, a mercy unto mankind. That's exactly what we're feeling the effects of that penetrating your hearts. And that's crucially important to us as human beings. For we are indeed very honored that we have our Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and we're in his ummah. And that we are very fortunate for that. And we must make shukr that Allah has bestowed us this opportunity to be here, to serve his needs, to serve the needs of the UQIC Karni Islamic Center. Briefly to tell you, our motto at the UQIC Karni Center is, love all, hate none. Love all, hate none. That's exactly what we'd like to be seen as an organization where we can have an effect on people through love and peace, and love and peace, and hopefully, inshallah, that will penetrate the hearts of people, and hopefully that love and peace will come back to UQIC Karni Center, inshallah. We also want to at this stage advocate that we're a center that we advocate strongly in the unity of the Muslim Ummah. We believe strongly that when you read the kalima La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah, we need to unite under that banner, as our previous guest speaker has mentioned. It's crucially important in the lives of us as Muslims, as human beings, that we will always have differences, but we need to unite under the bannership of La ilaha illallah Muhammadur Rasulullah. Our vision is, first of all, to see the completion of the masjid that's currently in progress. You will see on the slideshow the progress. Alhamdulillah, we've come a very long way. We're busy with the finishing of the center, and alhamdulillah, it's been through your du'as and your generosity that we've come thus far. The second phase of the center will be the construction of a community center, inshallah, with classrooms. And thereafter, we will embark on a school project, inshallah, with a health center. If Allah wills, that will happen, inshallah. I must tell you, as I've been walking around, how touched I am as I've seen how people have opened their hearts for the auction. And now we've seen the pledges come through. It's actually it's amazing to see how generous we have people sitting in this room. Your generosity will surely not go unnoticed by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So open your hearts further, your wallets, and surely Allah will be pleased with you. Ameen. It is indeed an opportunity. An opportunity like this doesn't come every day, where you find an Islamic center of this magnitude and this kind that's going to be coming on our doorstep. So open up your hearts and grab this opportunity, and grab it with both hands, so that you may benefit in this world and hereafter, inshallah. Before I go into quoting this, I'd like to just briefly, in mentioning our vote of thanks. First of all, we need to thank the Almighty Allah in His infinite mercy and choices of blessings on our Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam for having granted us this opportunity to serve him. Special thanks to our honored guest, our MP, Mr. Iman, the ANC spokesperson, our MC, Naeem, Muhammad Desai as well. We've had, alhamdulillah, we've had guests that's come all the way from Bronkhorstspruit. We've had a guest that's arrived here late all the way from Burgersfort. It's over 400 kilometers away from here. It's come specially for this function. We've had people that's come all the way from Pretoria. You've just seen his pledge. We've had a sheikh that's come from Pretoria as well. We'd also like to thank the organizers and the owners of the Palm Continental Hotel for their generosity. Rashad for your sound. Erasmus for the videoing. And if I've missed anyone here, please forgive me. If I have to carry on this list, your supper will be delayed another half an hour. So many people have come and put their heads together to make this function such a huge success. Alhamdulillah, all praise is due to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Therefore, on behalf of the UQIC Karni Center, I must say, from the bottom of our hearts, we'd like to extend our grateful thanks to one and all, to all the volunteers, to all the participants, to all the well-wishers, to all the contributors. We hope and pray that our shortcomings this evening will be overlooked, inshallah. Your generous support and patience will enable us to raise funds for this noble project, inshallah. May Allah reward you all abundantly and grant you peace and serenity in your homes. Ameen. It says, when you reach the highest levels of gratitude, every thought you think, every word you speak, and every action you take comes out of pure goodness. Therefore, we should always make shukr for what the Almighty has blessed us with. May you travel through life with humility, kindness, and compassion, and may your destiny await you in Jannah, blossoming with Allah's blessings and favors. Ameen. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Jazakallah khair, Uncle Riyaz, for those kind words. Ladies and gentlemen, as I bid you farewell this evening, we also commemorate the 100th year of his birth, and I would like to leave you with a quote by the late, great Mr. Nelson Mandela, which sums up everything that you have done in being part of this fundraising banquet this evening. It says, and I quote, "What counts in life is not the mere fact that we have lived. It is what difference we have made in the lives of others." End quote. Ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to ask Maulana Hazrat Allama Maulana Hassan Khotatso Sahab to please render the final dua, after which we will enjoy a slightly delayed supper. Jazakallah khair. Wassalamu alaikum. Please remember, have your ticket stubs ready. We will be having the auctions while, or rather the giveaways, while the food is being served. Inshallah, Maulana Sahab, the final dua, inshallah.
آمين. اللهم صل على سيدنا ونبينا وحبيبنا وشفيعنا وكريمنا ومولانا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد وأصحابه وبارك وسلم وصل عليه. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا مولانا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. اللهم إنا نسألك الهدى والتقى والعفاف والغنى. اللهم احفظهم بما تحفظ به عبادك الصالحين. اللهم وفقهم للخيرات يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم زدهم في المال والأموال يا أرحم الراحمين. اللهم زدهم في الأموال والأولاد يا أرحم الراحمين. ربنا أتمم لنا نورنا واغفر لنا إنك على كل شيء قدير. فسهل يا إلهي كل صعب بحرمة سيد الأبرار.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا ونبينا مولانا محمد بارك وسلم. Most gracious, most merciful, most kind, most loving. Ya Allah, we thank you for your overflowing grace, blessings and mercy, for having made this function a success. Ya Allah, bless all those who are working for this construction of this masjid, and for this center, Ya Allah. Bless the small, bless those that are elderly, and Ya Rabbal Alameen, cover them with your overflowing grace, blessings and mercy. Ya Allah, we end this beautiful night of light with a prayer of light, of your Prophet of light, who said this prayer of light. Ya Allah, let it be light above us, let it be light below us, let it be light in front of us, let it be light behind of us. Ya Allah, let it be light on the right of us, let it be light on the left of us. Ya Allah, let it be light in our hearing, let it be light in our seeing, let it be light in our speech, let it be light in our holding, let it be light in our walking, let it be light outwardly, let it be light inwardly. Ya Allah, make us a light. Inna Allaha wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala nabi. Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu sallu alayhi wa sallimu taslima. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammadin wa ala ali sayyidina wa nabiyyina wa nana Muhammadin barik wa sallim. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun. Wa salamun ala al-mursaleen walhamdulillah.